Hi guys, and welcome to another WordPress video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we had a question on one of our videos and it looked like they'd adjusted the height of their 2020 theme here, and they were wanting to add more space to the top of their blog posts. Sounded like their header was, covering up the first bit of their blog post here. We've got to write a bit of CSS for this today, but don't let that put you off. Any CSS I write today I'll put below the video and you're welcome to use it. So I'm using Google Chrome here with the great inspector tools. Most browsers have this nowadays, but if yours doesn't, Google Chrome is a free download. So I'm going to right click on the page and inspect. And we want to select the whole page itself. And as you can see, that's turned blue there. So this is what we want to affect, the main ID here, site content. And remember, this will affect all of your pages, but if you've adjusted your header, that's probably a good thing. Okay, so I'm going to click on the site content over here. I've got my inspector up. If you've got elements selected on this side, you'll have HTML over here, and if you've got styles selected on this side, you'll have CSS over here. Okay, so here's our site content. I'll put a little background in there because there's two ways you can do this, and I'll show you why we're going to use padding today rather than margin. So I'll give it a quick temporary background. As you can see, that's the page content now in the light blue. There's our header standing out at the top. We want to push this writing down a bit, say by about 100 pixels or so, or whatever it is you want. So what I'm going to do, you can do it with margin if you've got no background in there. Margin, top, 100 pixels. But when I do this, you'll see there's a bunch of white space at the top, because what margin does is push the whole thing down behind the page. So there's actually, the page itself isn't there, it's pushing the whole page down. If I change that to padding top, is what we're going to use today. As you can see, that's just added space to the interior of our page here, which is what we wanted. Okay, well, because we're doing this in the Chrome, this is non-destructive, so once I refresh the page, it's going to disappear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all this code here from the hashtag all the way down to the closing curly bracket. And the reason it's a hashtag, not a dot, is it's because it's an ID rather than a class. Okay, so let's copy this and we'll go to our customizer. Now, to get to your customizer, if you're using 2020 theme, just hit customize there and it'll take you to this page right here. Right down at the bottom is additional CSS. Now, if you're not using the 2020 theme, there may be a different ID for the page, so you'll have to check that on your own. And to get to the customizer, go down to dashboard, appearance, and then customize. Okay, so we need to make this permanent. We'll give it a little header here so we know what it is. And a header /*/. Anything written between the stars will not be read as code by the browser, so you can use it for notes and headings. And it's always a great idea to give headings when you're doing CSS, especially if you do a lot of it like I do. It just makes things easier to find, and also if anybody comes in to edit the site after you, it's a courtesy. Also page top spacing. Okay, and we'll drop down a couple and we'll simply paste that in there. Now we can get rid of the overflow hidden because we didn't write that. You don't need to duplicate things. And we can get rid of the background light blue, unless you particularly want your page to be light blue. I just put that in so the header would stand out. All we need in there is our padding top 100. And hit the publish. And when I refresh, that'll go back to the normal color. I'll just get rid of this. And this should stay exactly where it is. So we've got more room at the top there. There we go. So I hope that's answered your question. Yeah, if you adjust heights on things, you've got to adjust things that are connected to it. Very easy to do though, and like I say, I'll put this little bit of code down below the video and you're welcome to use it. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.